Well, it's looking more and more likely we're going to see a very cold outbreak across the area for a couple of days. Also, some snow moving across the area. Our winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories, these haven't changed from yesterday. These are pretty much status quo. All these will be in effect when they watch this video, though. So you want details on this starting at times, go to weather.gov/RIW for those details. Not going to spend too much time on this. Now, we did issue a high wind watch as well across southern portions of the state, where the front's dropping southward. This basically goes from Kemmerer over toward Rock Springs, Green River, all the way out toward Wamshire. This is in effect during the day on Wednesday, 8 a.m. to about 5 p.m., so about sunrise to sunset this time of year. That'll play a role into what I'm going to talk about next. Now, the types of impacts, travel problems, pretty high chance across the area, especially on Wednesday with that snow dropping down. Highest impacts across the west, though, we'll see the heaviest snow. Cold temperatures, everyone's going to see that. That's a slam dunk across the area. Maybe the coldest temperatures we've seen in a few years for many places. And blowing snow, I've upgraded this to high. It's going to depend on where you are. You're in a protected area, not too bad, but the windier areas, like Rock Springs, for example, this could be very high as well. As we time out the maximum impact of the snow, start time is already ongoing across the west. Just light snow through most of the day today. The maximum impact about midnight tonight to Wednesday morning. The morning commute around Afton, Jackson is not going to be any fun tomorrow. Could be some very heavy snow coming down with some wind blowing and drifting that snow around. Those of us east of the divide, we should stay dry through tonight, then snow coming in the early morning hours up north, then moving north to south across the area. Heaviest snow midday hours across areas in northern Wyoming, central and southern. Heaviest will probably hold off until Wednesday afternoon. And notice how I put Rock Springs in the red there, with those winds maybe gusting 50, 60 miles an hour, with that snow coming in. Even though it doesn't look like a lot, that could cause a lot of problems. That includes I-80 as well. So I don't advise travel on I-80 Wednesday afternoon, maybe into Wednesday evening until it comes to an end. And there's some probabilistic stuff for the snow. This is the probably the low end of the snow. Just about everybody will get at least a trace, I think, across the area. You see the big bullseye out here, at least 4 inches in Afton, probably at least 7 around the Jackson area, 8 there, and at least a foot across the higher elevations in the mountains, some fresh powder coming in. Skiing conditions could be pretty good up here for the weekend once it warms up a little bit. And the high end amount, anywhere from about 2 to 4 inches east of the divide. Highest amounts obviously here across the west, maybe over a foot in Jackson or Moran Junction if things set up right. You see these really bright colors in here. Things set up right, you get a really good dump of snow, maybe as much as 30 inches across the Tetons here. Many of the mountains may be seeing over a foot if things set up right. Now our official forecast, the most likely scenario for this, 6 to 8 across the valleys is what we're calling for now. Highest amount southwestern Yellowstone, northern Tetons, about maybe up to 20 inches there. About 6 to 12 across the mountains. And generally anywhere from about 1 to 3 inches across areas east of the divide. When I say this, like I said yesterday, this could be a banded snow as well, so if a band sets up, you could pick up maybe locally more than this, but that should be a localized thing. And any snow that falls is going to get blown and drift around. It's powdery snow, so it's going to be really hard to measure. Now we turn our attention to what I think the big story is. That's the really cold temperatures coming in. We did expand those wind chill watches basically everywhere east of the divide, also across Sweetwater County, seeing those wind chill watches. These go into effect on Wednesday. Again, a lot of start and end times on these. Go to weather.gov/RIW. And I could see this expanded maybe a little bit further to the west once the snow comes to an end. So you're wondering how cold is it going to get? Well, these are Thursday's morning lows. You can see this hasn't really changed much from yesterday. Many areas east of the divide, 20 to 30 below zero as we head toward that time frame. Now, the one little bit of uncertainty here is we could have some clouds lingering, so if it clears out, it could get down to this. Clouds linger, it could stay a little bit warmer than this, but still, if it's minus 25, minus 30, does it really make a difference? No, I didn't think so. So, slap to the face for everybody there. That's what it's going to feel like. Coldest air probably won't get into Rock Springs maybe until Thursday. And cold across the west too, but they're a little more used to these temperatures. Now, Friday morning, pretty much the same thing. Maybe a couple degrees colder across these areas. Now, I want you to notice, areas from Rock Springs over here toward Casper, they may start to warm up a little bit. So the coolest temperatures here may actually be in the evening, then warming up as we get a little bit of a wind to come in here, maybe mix the atmosphere out. And the temperatures may slowly rise as we head toward Friday morning here. Now the big thing is, what's it going to feel like with that wind coming through? This is the lowest we think it's going to feel. Many places east of the divide, anywhere from about 40 to 50 below zero for the coldest. That's dangerous cold. You could get frostbite maybe as little as 10 minutes on exposed skin. So bundle if you have to be outside. And if you don't have to go outside, I suggest maybe not going outside. It might be a good time to stay inside and watch some holiday specials. Even out west, not quite as cold out here, but many areas seeing anywhere from minus 25 to minus 45. So it's going to be a cold one out there. It just makes me shiver thinking about it. Here's our resources. You want weather, you know where to go, weather.gov/RAW. Road conditions, I want to say this again, don't call us for road conditions. This is where we get it from. We have no insider information. WireRoad.info, you want to do it on the web. If you're in-state, on the phone, 511. Out-of-state, 1-888 Wile Road. You want to take a look at those webcams, look for yourself what the roads are like. Go to our website, weather.gov/RAW. Click on our local programs tab and go to webcams by route. Be safe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week.